Today, I will explain a computer-animated science fiction comedy film, The Mitchells vs. the Machines. Get comfortable. The film begins with the Mitchells, an imperfect family who strive to be perfect. The story is narrated by Katie Mitchell, a quirky aspiring filmmaker from Kentwood, Michigan, where she lives with her family. Katie believes the most difficult challenge for her family is a machine apocalypse later in the story. As the Mitchells escape an army of sinister robots in their family car, Katie explains that, unlike most superheroes, her family has more weaknesses than strengths. A few days earlier, the Mitchells were a normal family. Katie recollects her childhood. She only fit in with a few children her age and discovered that she loved making films. She's made fun of by her classmates. However, Katie doesn't let it bring her down. Years later, she's still making movies and chasing her dreams. Her parents don't understand her either, and Katie admits it took her a while to figure herself out too. Fortunately for her, Aaron, her younger brother, understood her, so they spent much time together with their dog, Monchi. Aaron also had a weird interest in dinosaurs. Katie also reveals that she frequently disagrees with her tech-phobic and nature-obsessed father, Rick. They never see eye to eye on anything. Katie does everything she can to get accepted to a film school in California. Her hard work pays off when her admission letter finally arrives. Katie is overjoyed and even more thrilled when she discovers that many other admitted students have similar interests. Katie's family celebrates her admission, and her mother, Linda, makes cupcakes for the family. In the meantime, Kate used her phone's AI virtual assistant pal to book her flight to California. Aaron tells her he will miss her when she's gone as he will no longer have anyone to talk to about dinosaurs. Katie assures him that he will make new friends. Katie reveals that she made a short film for the family. Still, the clip is interrupted by an ad from Mark Bowman, a tech entrepreneur and founder of PAL, who introduces a new line of home robots to replace his highly intelligent AI virtual assistant PAL. At that moment, Rick arrives and asks the family to honor Katie's last night at home with a brief family time. Katie then shows the short film to the family, but Rick is worried that Katie will fail as a filmmaker since she doesn't have a backup plan and doesn't approve of her filmmaking dreams. Katie is heartbroken, and an argument with Rick ensues, and he accidentally breaks Katie's laptop. She tells him she is very excited to leave for college because of him and walks out. After Katie's argument with Rick, the family fears their relationship will be permanently strained. Linda talks to Rick about his relationship with Katie and warns him that if he doesn't fix things with Katie when she goes to college, she won't come back home. Rick spends the night watching clips of a younger Katie and himself. To Katie's dismay, Rick decides to cancel Katie's flight to fix things with Katie and instead decides to take the family and Monchi on a cross-country road trip to her college as one last bonding experience. Katie is unhappy with the change of plans and spends most of the trip moping. However, when Rick and Linda cheer her up, she films the rest of the trip. That evening, Rick tries to talk to Katie, but she ignores him to talk to her new schoolmates over a video call. In the meantime, Mark Bowman, a tech entrepreneur, introduces a new line of home robots to replace PAL and declares her obsolete. Furious, PAL commands all the robots to capture humans everywhere and launch them into space as retaliation. At a Kansas rest stop cafe, the Mitchells elude capture as the robots capture the humans at the cafe. They tackle a few robots and hide in the cafe until all the robots have left. Meanwhile, some robot sees Mark and hand him over to PAL, who feels betrayed that he replaced her. Mark tries to talk her out of taking over the world, but she tells him humans are not worth saving because they're cruel to themselves too. Mark has no response to convince her otherwise, so she continues with her plan to dominate the world. The Mitchells soon realize they are the last humans left on Earth. Rick decides that his family should remain in the cafe for their safety. Still, Katie persuades him to work to save the world instead. Rick and Linda agree that hiding is safer, and Katie becomes sad. She sits alone and laments that her future is over, and Rick doesn't care. Aaron tried to cheer her up as Linda simultaneously tried to cheer a worried Rick up too. Rick wishes he could show Linda how much he cares about her. Out of frustration, Katie throws away her diary, where she wrote down a plan to rescue the humans. It is found by two malfunctioning robots named Eric and Deborahbot 5000. Katie initially thinks they're functional, but soon realizes they're compromised. The robots reveal they can disable PAL and all the robots using a kill code. Katie is thrilled by the news and encourages her family to trust her and save the world together. She reminds Rick of the great risks he has taken in the past for his family, and he agrees to go with Katie's plan. However, Katie reveals to Aaron that she didn't mean any of the kind words she said to Rick. She only wanted to talk him into saving the world to regain her life. The Mitchells barely make it to an eastern Colorado mall after they evade another horde of robots. In the meantime, Pal learns that the Mitchells escaped capture, and Mark tells her humanity still has hope. However, when Mark realizes they are a dysfunctional family with too many weaknesses, he is disappointed. Meanwhile, the Mitchells plan to upload the kill code, but Pal chip-capable appliances try to stop them. Things get intense between the appliances and the Mitchells as they try to fight them off. As a giant Furby pursues the family, Katie attempts to upload the kill code but is unsuccessful. Ultimately, they manage to trap and take down the Furby while also destroying a PAL router, which disables the hostile devices but prevents the kill code from uploading. Linda reveals to Katie that she and Rick once lived in a cabin in the mountains because it was his lifelong dream before he gave up on it to support their expanding family. They gave up on that dream to move to Silicon Valley to upload the kill code directly to PAL. When the Mitchells arrive in Silicon Valley, they go to the PAL Labs headquarters dressed as robots to shut it down. However, PAL tricks them by releasing surveillance footage from the cafe where Katie is heard telling Aaron in confidence that she is pretending to have faith in Rick to get him to take them to upload the kill code. PAL's lair has yet to be reached by the Mitchells. Rick and Linda are captured by PAL's more powerful and intelligent robots, and a heartbroken Rick witnesses this. Then, as Katie, Aaron, and Monchi flee, PAL programs Eric and Deborahbot to obey her. Rick had been trying to give his daughter a normal life for his entire life. Still, Katie discovers his childhood recordings on her camera and realizes he has given up. While waiting, Rick considers his behavior in light of one of Katie's videos that reflects his friendship with Katie. With newfound vigor, Katie and Aaron break into the PAL Labs headquarters again. This time, they use Monchi to cause the robots to malfunction because his presence causes a programming error. Rick and Linda can escape with Mark's assistance. They plan to upload Katie's video of Monchi to the internet to disable the robots. While Katie and Aaron are being held captive, Rick is surrounded by robots just as he is about to upload the video. When PAL asks to provide evidence for saving humanity, Katie responds that despite their differences, her family will always be united despite their hardships. PAL disbelieves this argument and throws Katie out of her hiding place. Inspired by Rick's reprogramming of himself to enable him to use a computer, Eric and Deborahbot return to their broken states and upload Katie's home movie, saving her and assisting the rest of the Mitchells. Subsequently, Katie kills PAL by dropping her into a glass of water, releasing all the humans, and taking out the remaining robots as the Mitchells unite to fight the rest of the robots. A few months after the uprising, Katie and her family visit her college, and she bids them farewell one last time. Later, she goes on another road trip with Eric, Deborahbot, and the others to Washington, D.C., to accept the Congressional Gold Medal. That was all from the video. Subscribe to this channel for more content like this. See you next time. Just to let you know, we are posting videos every day for you. Please subscribe to give us more motivation, and you will not miss our daily video.